Do it.
And we back and we better. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? You know what time it is? Two caps, no cap,
No cap.
no cap at all.
Ever.
Hasht- mm-mm. Hashtag 2CNC. Know what I mean? Check out the Patreon because you know what time it is.
You know what
So,
it is.
oh yeah, oh yeah. If y'all don't know who we are, I am Wesley the actor, aka ATM Cash Out, and my co-host here is. Go ahead.
You know who it is. Adam Melville, aka Area Specialist.
Mm-hmm.
We here. We clear.
Mm-hmm.
We feeling no fear.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Yes,
Not at
sir.
all. Not at all. So today is a very special podcast for all of you beautiful individuals out there. We're gonna do something that is technically something that we only do with people that pay for our programs and people who obviously like our Patreon account. So if you're interested in more of this type of content, obviously leave a comment below and subscribe to our podcast. It's lit. It's lit.
For
But
sure.
me, Adam and I, we both have talents, and they're both very unique talents. But they're talents that many people can learn, but it takes a long time to actually get the skill
Hmm.
and acquire the skill through practice, dedication, and the actual commitment to building to be better than yesterday. So we both have two different skills. I personally, I'm a Reiki Master Level 3. Um, Adam, he does
I do tarot readings.
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
Master Tarot Reader. Know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? So yeah, we just gonna give y'all a little sample of what we could do for y'all. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna show y'all a few things here and there. You know, nothing too crazy, just so we could wet your whistle a little bit. But if you want more content, you know exactly where to go to that Patreon account.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I guess would you like to start?
Yeah, Wesley, I'll just give you a reading. Uh,
Okay. All right, that's cool. So,
so
just so you all know, so I mean, he'll explain everything, but he's just gonna explain like what he's doing, as well as how he's getting to the conclusion that he's getting towards. Yes.
yeah, just let me take a little water.
Oh yeah, water is very important. And while he takes water, I do want to mention everyone, please, please,
Just water.
please, don't forget to drink your just water. It's delicious. It is delicious.
Fire.
Oh yes.
All right, Wes. So you have a question, sir, or do you want me to just do like a general card reading?
Um. Yeah, you could do a general card reading because I don't want to give too much of it away. Because I want to make sure that they also subscribe to the podcast so they could actually see it for themselves.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Okay.
yeah, you could do a general reading for me. You know what I mean?
So
Nothing too
general
crazy.
reading. All right, I'll do a general reading for your next week. All right.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
He's going to he's gonna show us these magical cards.
Yeah, I gotta shuffle the cards.
Got to shuffle the cards.
You know.
Well, like Yu-Gi-Oh, the heart of the cards. You know what I mean? I was like back in the day though. That was like way back. That might be a little too back in the day for some of y'all, but you know. But if you ever get a chance to watch it, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know what I mean? Oh yes. But while he is shuffling the cards, I'm just gonna explain what a Reiki master is. It's very simple. It's all you basically are doing is learning how to read energy. And the thing is, anybody can become a Reiki instructor, but you have to realize that it does take time, it does take dedication, and it does take discipline because you want to know what you're teaching as well as how that's going to affect the rest of your life. So so yeah, so it's very simple, but obviously I'll get to it when the time is right, when the time is ready for it. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm pulling the cards now.
I bet. He gonna pull the cards. He gonna show us how it's done. While we wait though, don't forget to add me on Instagram at Wesley the Active. Oh yeah. He's got a whole bunch of cards, so he's gonna shuffle them all up. He's gonna show us how it's done, and just keep show us what the wave is. I don't know too much about like what he's about to do. So
Yeah. So, all right, let me explain because,
okay,
yeah, basically, I'm going to be reading the energy for Wesley's next week coming up.
okay,
So, I'm just shuffling the cards, seeing what cards come out. Try to, um, I still needed to shuffle a little bit more.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Take your
And,
time, take your time. So
basically,
uh,
yeah, basically what tarot is, the tarot is really a blueprint of life. Like if you learn the tarot and you learn to understand all the cards, then you'll see that they correlate directly to different um, feelings and emotions that you have throughout your life.
mm,
So yeah, so basically it's just general guidance that I'm receiving from the universe, and it's being able to be it's the tarot provides like easier way to understand the energy
mm.
and to see it like physically, because you know usually you have to feel it, but the tarot lets you see it at times.
So
All right.
it's almost like a prediction of to what's going to happen or what's going to occur.
Not it doesn't have to necessarily be a prediction, but it
Uh-huh.
reads the general energy that's present in the moment. So like
Got you,
if
got you.
everything in the moment continues to the energy of the moment stays the way it is, then it can show you what will be the result of that energy. And I'm
Okay,
gonna do a situation advice outcome reading for you.
okay.
Uh yes, for your next week. Here you go.
Hey, it's gonna be lit, lit. It's gonna be lit, lit. So he knows a lot more about cards than I do. I don't know too much about cards. I was playing spades today, and apparently I lost. So so I mean, cards I guess is not my strongest suit, but that's why we all got different talents. You know, because
So in the first position here, we have the 10 of Cups.
okay.
And the 10 of Cups is an area of prosperity.
Mm,
This is the situation card. Here you go. So, right now, I would say that the energy around you, you're feeling like you're in a place where your um, emotions and your specifically your emotional energy has led you to a place where you are feeling prosperous, and if you look closely on the card, you see like there's like a family here. So
those
it's
are all my
that
children.
emotional energy, it's all that emotional energy moving together, like so like it could be you with family, or you and your future children, I don't know, but
That's my
probably like
kinmen.
you and your family, or you and people close to you
Yeah.
have decided to come together and really um, move from a place of emotional awareness so that you can work together to
Mm,
continue to achieve what the vision that you set out for is. Because like if you see here on the card, they're running towards like this city, they haven't
mm,
necessarily gotten there yet, but they're all on the same accord, they're all working together, they're all moving together to get to that city at the time. And we have here the energies of Mars and Pisces. And Mars is like the energy of like initiation and aggression and going to get it. And then we have Pisces, which is kind of more of a dreamy kind of um, very spiritual, but also very grounded in certain ways type of energy. So those energies are moving together. I feel like this also has to do with like the time now, because we just shifted we're shifting now, like from Pisces season into Aries season. So, and as we know, like Aries and Mars are like the same energy as well. So it's like it's this time, this area, this vibe, this energy that you're in right now, that you're holding within,
Mm.
is very prosperous and is very momentous and is putting you on the path to achieving your goal
Oh man,
with others.
that's
And
kind of interesting. That's kind
yeah,
of
does it
interesting.
relate to you?
Yeah, actually, funny story. So I mean, I don't want to put too much of my business out there, but next week I will be getting paid 3 times. You
Nice.
know, and so yeah, it's going to be a very prosperous week for me. I'm obviously getting paid from my other sources of income. This channel is gonna be very. This gonna is gonna be monetized soon because so this is also gonna be another source of income. And so I'm so focused not necessarily on the money, but more as the tool, the energetic tool. I'll call it like that. The energetic tool, so that I can utilize it to help other individuals. It kind of goes into what I was kind of talking about to Royal, but we'll get to that podcast. If you want to see that podcast, it's going to be in the it's going to be in the Patreon account. But
Hmm.
yeah, but
Okay.
oh yeah, but
So yeah, let
uh
me just hit this next card for
oh yeah,
you.
hit the car, bro.
So the next card we have here is another 10 card.
Oh
This
wow.
is actually the 10 of Wands, but it is reversed in this position. So the reversed position symbolizes that there is some indecision.
Mm,
This being in the advice position is really signaling to me that, you might have to make a decision that will, um, either, because this card upright represents transformation.
mm-hmm,
So you might have like kind of like a crossroads decision. You might have to make a decision of whether you're going to focus more on one thing than the other, and which thing is more right for you to focus on.
mm-hmm,
And if you're able to make the right decision, it'll result in a transformation, a growing. Because like I'm trying to show, it's kind of hard to see here, but this energy has like a little bird in the cage that's being burnt up and turned into a phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, kind of, are you going to stay in the cage? Are you going to let the um let the indecision stop you from your transformation that you could obtain if you find the decision, or if you make the decision that you need to make and go all in, like you were saying, go all into that energy. And if you do go all into that energy, then you will be able to experience this transformation energy. But it's up to you. And it might be between something that you were very attached to in your older, like that you have to let go of, that
yeah.
you really are attached to, um in order to have that transformation.
Wow.
Because when we are in a place of transformation or growth, usually you can't, like they say, you can't fill a full cup. You have to pour some out so that you could pour some new in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be that type of energy, that's, but the energy that you have to pour out, the energy that you have to give up, is something that you had loved for a long time, that has grown with you for a long time, something that has made you feel safe, or in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to release that energy, know that you are greater than that energy in order to step into that transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have the energies here of Saturn and Sagittarius, which Saturn is the energy of kind of restrictions as well, you know And Sagittarius is an energy of like long-term vision, philosophy. Like they're very philosophical as well,
Mhm.
and they see the long term, and they want to learn as much as they can about it or to get there, and but yet with this Saturn energy, it's still like that restriction. Like you have to like be willing and like ready to go and like be able to cast away the subtle energies that you are still attached to, and go and head first into learning and growing in the long-term vision to experience that transformation.
Oh yeah. I definitely felt that one. I don't want to talk too much about what that's about on the camera, but we could talk after the podcast because
Yeah.
I got some stuff to say. You know what I mean? I got some stuff to
Yes,
say.
sir.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. And then our final card, which is the outcome card. And it's funny because actually, this reading, all of these cards fall on the same Sephirah of
Wow.
the Tree of Life. This
Mm.
is the Princess of Discs, and she's also reversed.
Wait. So you
But
trying to tell me my shawty about to come with me?
hey, hold up,
Hey.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I didn't get there
Nah,
yet.
you said.
Hold up.
I'm only
But
joking.
yeah,
I'm only joking. You
but
do
yeah,
you.
no, because like I said, mentioned before, they're all on the Sephirah of Malkuth. And Malkuth is the physical realm. Malkuth is the physical plane. So all of these energies are flare should be fairly tangible, should be fairly like, material in a way.
Mhm.
And this one is also like another energy of like transformation when it's upright. It's literally transmute is the energy that this is.
Mhm.
But when this card is reversed, it's the base. And if you know anything about debasement, it's like taking something that is pure and diluting it to a
Mm.
certain extent. So, but one thing I really want to point out here is, this crystal. Actually, I'm gonna do it upside down. This crystal is taking the energy of the sun and transmuting it into her stomach, which she'll birth a new reality. She'll birth a new manifestation from into the physical realm. So it's talking about it in ideally, it's you bringing that energy down, bringing that creative will, uh, spiritual energy into a physical manifestation. But when it's reversed, then you may be diluting it in a way. You may have like mixed it in with so the way I'm kind of seeing it is like, this is if you let that indecision win and you don't fully let go of that energy that you're attached to, and you still try to transform, but it's not as pure, it's not as the vibration isn't as high as if you had completely let go of
Wow.
that one energy.
Mhm.
So that's how I'm kind of feeling this card.
Mhm.
And so all in all, really, the reading is basically saying to you that there's something physical that you've been working to manifest, working with others, working, um, you know, uh, and you feel really good about it. You feel like you're in a good place. And the second card is really telling you that, you are in that place. You're right there. You're right where you need to be to transform.
Mhm.
But there's that decision that you have to make to let go of whatever energy was holding you back. And um you know if you can make that decision, you will transform. But if you can't make that decision, then you'll still go through some sort of transformation, because we are always uh, changing, we are always evolving,
Mhm.
but it won't be as pure, it won't be as solid, it won't be as concrete as it could have been
Mm-hmm.
if you had taken that pure energy, that pure divine. Let me go back to her right here, shorty right here. Let me see if I could put, you see how big this crystal is,
Yeah.
and she's literally pulling this energy down to create something on this planet, and the earth is trying to show through because like she's trying to create something on the physical earth, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's all about making that decision to really let go and grow, to transform, and then you'll be able to transmute that divine energy, that universal energy, and create and manifest whatever it is that you are really looking to manifest
Mm-hmm.
in a pure way.
That's awesome. That's crazy, man. That's real crazy. Cause but like I said, we gonna talk a little bit more off the podcast. But if you do really want to hear that conversation, we gonna probably put it on the Patreon account. But you know, we
What's
we we gonna keep it cordial for here. You know what I mean? Just
up?
for YouTube's sake. But yeah, man, I see it. I see it, man. I appreciate the reading.
I'm
Appreciate the
glad that it
reading.
resonated with you, brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do feel like nothing happens on accident.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said that correctly. There are no accidents in life. That's what I meant to say.
Absolutely.
Yes, I believe that everything happens for a divine purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and that divine purpose may be beyond just us. And it's kind of
Yes.
crazy. Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah. It's kind of crazy because like I was talking to my mom's about it, but yeah, no, we're gonna leave that for another podcast. Matter of fact, we're just gonna leave that for the Patreon. We got y'all for later. And we even gonna throw it in for the 5 minute. I mean for for the lowest of the low, like the support group. You know what I mean? The $5 one, just for y'all, just for y'all. But
For everyone to have access.
yeah, just so you got access. If you really want to know what's going on in our life and stuff like that, we got you. We got you. But just going back to just learning from that, I do feel that there's a lot that is holding me back. You know what I mean? And once I learned what that was, because I recently, it was kind of crazy. Like I had this conversation with my mom's this morning, about the energy that was holding me back. Now, if you really want, like I said, if y'all want to know, Patreon it is. But yeah, I was just talking to my mom's about it. So, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate you for
Problem,
sharing.
brother. I
Appreciate you for
got you.
sharing. So, as a Reiki Master Level 3, one of the things that a Reiki Master Level 3 is able to do is to teach other people how to become Reiki instructors. So, what
Mm,
I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a very, very basic lesson on how you can at least begin to feel your energy if you are interested in becoming a Reiki Master, even as a level 1. Or if you just want to know who you are, it's really crazy, but everything that a Reiki instructor can do, you can do. You just gotta put time in the discipline. So, um, first, I just want to give a little background on what a Reiki instructor is able to do. So basically, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, a Reiki instructor is able to read the energy of the person that they're trying to heal. Now, I'm basically, in a nutshell, if you don't know what Reiki is, I'm basically just a spiritual healer. So I
mm,
help you heal your body, mind, and spirit without touching.
mm,
Yes.
mm.
And it just in case y'all don't know, it's a very lucrative position. Just got to know what you're doing, and obviously just market yourself out there, and you can charge $500 a person if you really want to. But I just like to give it away for on our Patreon account. But what I'm gonna do is very simple. First, what I need you to do is realize that everything is you.
So, are
Every
you gonna teach us like two or three techniques?
no, I'm just gonna be very, very basic. I am gonna teach a simple technique, but it's gonna be very basic. I can teach you like the hand symbols and stuff like that, but that's not as important. I think Adam disappeared on this, but he's coming back shortly. He's coming back shortly. But basically, how it works like this, right? First, what I need you to do is first put your two hands like this over your heart. And when you put your hands over your heart, I need you to feel what it feels like to put your hands on your heart. And then you can feel your two hands, you can feel the heartbeat through your two hands. If you can feel the heartbeat through your two hands, what I need you to do at that point is breathe all the way in and breathe all the way out. And do this continuously. And obviously, what's going to happen over time is you're going to get to a point where these thoughts are going to come in your head, these thoughts are going to come in your mind. But what you do is not join with these thoughts. And this is something that is taught as a Reiki instructor, to not necessarily join with your thoughts, but to be one and be okay with letting your thoughts be your thoughts and you maintain your breath. And this is how it all becomes full circle, you know? So when you put your hands over your heart, I need you to feel your heart. So I'm not going to do the full thing right now, but I'm just going to explain like how it works. So you put your hands over your heart, you feel your heart beating, and you breathe all the way in and all the way out. If you want to do this on a practical sense, do this for about 5 minutes. Make sure to stay focused on your breathing. Okay, Adam is back. Adam is back. I didn't get too far, so don't even worry. I just gave some
Awesome.
background. I just gave a little background. But just to get started, and obviously you could join in if you like. What you got to do first, put your two hands like this, right? And then put them over your heart. Yes. What you're going to do is you're going to be able to feel your heart beating. But the thing is, you don't feel it in your chest, you feel it in your palms. And this is key to Reiki mastery,
Okay.
because everything that you do is going to be in your hands. This is the reason why, that's the reason why it's so powerful. So the reason why I'm asking you to put your hands over your chest is so you feel this, and this, they call it what's called unconditional love energy flowing through your entire body. But the way you control it, because the thing is the energy's there. The way you control it is with your fingers, with your hands, with your full palms, right? So that's why we start with the hand over the heart method. So we realize what the energy feels like, right? So as you put your hands over your heart, once again, you breathe all the way in and you breathe all the way out, right? And just feel that energy. Now, one thing that I feel is important to apply, right, is as you're breathing, what you want to do is, like I said, you can feel it in your hands, your heart. You can feel your heart in your hands as you put your hands over your heart. But you want to feel your entire heartbeat resonating through your entire body. And this was all about what Reiki level 1 is about. That's the main key, realizing I can feel my unconditional love flowing through me. Now, when it comes to actually healing another individual, you're not actually utilizing your energy. But what happens is your heart is a portal to the unconditional love energy that's going to flow through you. Because the thing is, what happens over time, especially if you've been doing Reiki for a long time, right, is if you try to help a lot of people right away, you deplete your own energy. So, in essence, instead of utilizing your own energy, use the energy that's already here. So all you're doing is basically becoming almost like a projector screen, right?
Mm.
You're a projector screen, but the projector is shooting right through you, and that projector is shooting unconditional love. Now, the people who you're healing are the audience.
Mm.
So they're watching this unconditional love flow through your entire body. So if you don't know about the chakras, obviously you do learn about the chakras in Reiki. So obviously you got to know each of the chakras that
Uh,
align your entire being.
Keep my hands on my heart still.
Oh, you don't have to keep your hands on your heart no more. What I wanted you to do was basically feel that energy. So what you're gonna do though is now that you've been breathing for a while and you're cognizant of your breath. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but like when you're breathing, you might encounter your thoughts in that same process. But instead of joining with your thoughts, let your thoughts be them, and you continue with your breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like one of the key elements. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna rub your hands together. You can rub it vigorously if you really want to, but you just want to create a heat within your hands for the most part. I would say rub them together for roughly about 30 seconds, 30, 45 seconds. And what I want you to do after that few seconds, I'll just rub it for a few more seconds so I can get it in there. I want you to put your hands together, but pull them apart. If you're paying attention, you can actually feel this energy almost. It's almost like if you try to close your hands together, this energy ball, that's what they call it. This energy ball is right there. You literally feel that energy ball, right? And this is the thing. Just think, if you don't feel it anymore, go back to this. And that's why I said to 30 for 45 seconds, just so you can actually feel that energy. And this does take time over time. If you don't get it right away, it's okay. There's a lot that goes into it. Like, you can alkaline your body just to make sure that you can get in touch with that unconditional love energy. But you have to make sure that you have this available to you. So now that you have this energy, right? One of the things that we do in Reiki is we play with that energy, almost like it's a ball. Now imagine a whole, like a crystal ball. Like, look behind, like behind Adam, like that light. Imagine that light is between your hands. Yes. Imagine that light is between your hands. So, and just play with that energy to feel what that energy feels like. You can play with it. And this is the thing. This is the energy that you're going to use to heal the people who need help, right? This energy doesn't come from you. It comes from the unconditional love flowing through you, right? Now that you understand this energy, and now that you understand what it looks like, right? What I want you to do is take that energy again and put it back on your heart. Yes, take that whole ball and put it right back in your heart. And one thing that we do talk about, like I said, is unconditional love. So tell yourself, I love you.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is, obviously, I'm gonna do a little history lesson. Adam had did this thing in college where he had water and different things, and he was trying to find out, like, what how would the water react if it's told certain things. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the thing: we're 70% water. So the things that you say to yourself will be that same philosophy of what happens if you tell the water I love you, or if you tell the water I hate you.
Absolutely.
Yes. And this is the thing: you have to also know that you are healed before you can heal someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that plays a huge factor in bringing together who you are as this new Reiki master, right? And this is very simple. So, like, what I would suggest: align your chakras, make sure that your chakras are intact. If you don't know how to do that, drink alkaline water, go on a vegan diet for about a month, just so you could feel that new energy. Because the thing is, the like, I guess, like, the different foods that, especially in America, that they feed us, it kind of weigh us down spiritually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, like, when you have actually good food, like food that's actually alive, like fruit and vegetables, when you eat these things actually bring your body to life, because I almost imagine our entire beings like we're almost like plants. So, like, when we eat meat or when we take dairy, these are not things that are really for our body. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning, like, not eating specific foods or anything like that. That's not my thing. My thing is, I'm just letting you know, as a Reiki instructor, if you want to feel that energy more vibrantly, it would be more beneficial to go on an alkaline diet and actually, do vegan for like about a month, just so you could feel that energy better. Me personally, I've gotten used to the energy. I know how the energy feels. So obviously, once you know what the energy feels like, go back to your regular scheduled diet, you know. But just so you can feel that energy, just so you can feel what's available to you. Now, when it comes to healing, right, you have to first learn to heal yourself. That's the biggest person you have to heal first. So
Mm,
what you want to do, and this is what I want to teach today. I want to teach how do you heal who you are, right? And this is more dealing with going back to the hands and how powerful the hands are. So in Reiki, also the hands actually have certain, they call them hand mudras, right?
mm,
With the hand mudras, you can actually heal your entire body with your fingers.
mm.
But that's a whole different topic for a whole nother time. You know, if you're interested in that, obviously put a link in the description. We'll put it in the Patreon account just for you. Just for you.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. But that's besides the point though. Going back to what I was trying to say. As you rub your hands, you look for parts of your body, or and it's not even just your body, it's your entire being. Like you look for parts of your entire being and say, how can I be better than yesterday? You know, you're
Mhm.
not just asking them out, but more or less asking them internally, like asking them with the mind. When you say that, don't just say it with your mouth. Feel what is being said. Somebody had told me that a person can tell what their body needs if you can listen to your body.
Mm. Absolutely.
Oh, yes. And your body will literally tell you everything, but you have to be open and ready to receive what it's telling you.
Yeah.
So, like, all of that goes and plays a factor. So, say there's something wrong. So, I'm also traditionally trained masseuse. So, I do know a little bit about like actually like healing the actual body.
Pressure
But
point. Yeah.
yeah, it's a whole different discipline for a whole different time. You know, we can talk about that on a later episode or whatever. But in that same philosophy, though, I know how to heal an individual from just not for obviously not touching their body, but also touching their body
Hmm.
because that's where I'm trained. I'm trained in the actual physical body, right? So I mean that does make me a little specialized or whatever, but um, it's more important to realize that you can do the same thing. Anybody can do the same exact thing. All they need is the discipline. All they need is the discipline. So,
Mm.
just so I can do a real quick with you all, I'm going to help you heal your chakras.
Mm.
All
Okay.
right. So, we're going to do the same exact thing that we mentioned before. We're going to start with our hands over our heart just to feel that energy again. But once we feel that energy, and once we feel our heartbeat resonating through our entire body, we go back to this hand motion and we rub them again. All right. So as we rub them, right, you start to feel that energy again. Yes. And this energy, and this is the thing, once you get used to you, you don't even need to rub your hands anymore because you're just going to feel the energy as much as you pull them together. It's kind of wild, but like imagine your body is a magnet.
Two magnets pushing against each other.
Exactly. That's exactly how it's supposed to feel. Because that's the thing. Your two hands are opposite magnets, right? If one is positive and one is negative, when the two come together, you're gonna feel that energy. You're gonna feel that magnetic force. That's what they called it in physics. But yeah, you're gonna feel that magnetic force. So, but the thing is, it's almost like an opposite of what a magnet does. Because the thing is, as a magnet, with a magnet, when the two opposites come together, they close. But with an opposite magnet, if you try to put two of the same magnets together, they repel.
Hmm.
You know, so it's sort of like an opposite magnet for the most part. So after you have that energy, what I want you to do, right, is first hold on to this energy, but go to your head and rub, just not just physically touch your body, but go over your. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Go over your head like that, because the thing is, you have to get you're actually gonna open up your crown chakra first, just so the energy is flowing because the way that the energy works, it also works like a magnet. The thing is, This would be that your head would be the positive energy and your feet would be the negative energy. So
Mm.
it would still go with the same hands. The thing is, if you learn, and this is also a portion of that, but there's this thing called the Merkaba. The Merkaba is an energy light beam around every human individual, but the
Yeah.
Merkaba goes in
My
multiple.
body.
Yes, it goes in multiple different directions. It does. It's straight and back. It's side. It's right and left. It's up and down.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's almost like this thing that I have in the background, but it would just be an actual, like you would be in the middle instead of like the start.
Rotating, yeah, and
Yes,
rotating at
and
all
it
times.
rotates the whole time. Exactly, exactly. So all of it has to do with activating the love that you can give to somebody else.
Hmm.
Right now, now that you've opened the crown chakra, though, take that same energy, go back to rubbing your hands, and then heal your mind. Physically touch your head and tell yourself, I love you.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. And think about it as you say it, but like, what does it feel like to show that same love to yourself? Okay. Now you're going to move down to the second chakra. This is the third eye, if you don't know. All right. And also do the same thing with that same energy. I love you.
I love you.
This is the main important part. Teaching yourself love. Now, moving on to the next one. This one's a little harder to say with your hands over your mouth, but say it in your mind and feel it. Okay, moving down. And since your mouth is free now, just say I love you.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then moving down to the next chakra.
Just maybe point it out to the people just so they know where it is.
Oh, okay. Um, so there's the heart chakra. The one right after the heart chakra is right below in the middle. It's like a solar plexus,
Hmm.
right? So I'm gonna just stand up a little bit so y'all could see, but like a little, it's like right around here, right? A little bit under your chest,
Hmm.
right? Now with the solar plexus, this is really, really important for the solar plexus specifically. When you breathe all the way in and breathe all the way out, but feel your belly expanding as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel it depleting. The reason why we do that one specifically for this chakra is because this right here is one of the ones that lead to power. It's
Mm.
not the base, but it's one of the. I'll put it like this: it's one of the foundations.
Hmm.
It's one of the foundations where like it leads to a.
Self motivation lives in the solar plexus.
Exactly, exactly. So you want to make sure that that's good. Like
Mm.
this is one of the, like I think close to the heart and close to the mind. Like these. Well, to be honest, I feel like all the chakras are important. But uh, it's important to just to take the time, and even after this video, take the time to develop yourself in that. But going to the last chakra is the root chakra.
Hey, the sacral, the
Oh
sacral.
yeah, excuse me. Yes, the sacral chakra. That one is closer to your belly button.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, the sacral chakra. And just keep telling yourself, I love you. Now, you don't have to tell us out loud, but you can put it in the comments if you like. What does it feel like when you tell yourself, I love you?
Mm.
What does that feel like? Let us know in the comments because we would love to know how that feels. Right? So moving on from that chakra to the root chakra. The root chakra is a little bit lower, but it's like almost like in your hips, like in that area, kind of, you know. So But this is like, I call it the root, the foundation, like the actual foundation, like the build, like that's the building block almost. And the reason why all of these chakras are important is because they actually align with your spine,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when you're doing all these different things, when you're asking yourself and you're giving yourself this healing, right? You're essentially giving yourself the freedom to let your spine free. Because what happens over time, and this is not always true with everybody, but some people like to slouch over it, you know. But when you fix your back up, your spine is realigning to its destiny. See, it wasn't meant to be like this. It was meant to be free and non-constricted. So when you're able to do that, when you're able to be free from these restrictions, you're able to see yourself in a different light. So, but yeah, that's basically the very basics of Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let us know how much love you give to yourself. Let us know if you are able to even see the little, that white ball, that ball of energy. If you have time, play with the ball of energy, like it's like a little toy, just go up and down with the energy. That's attractive because it's right there. And when you learn how to master this energy, there's no limit to what you can actually
Yeah.
do. Oh yes.
Hmm. And then we're also probably planning on maybe going live and doing these things live with you guys. So if you would like that, drop a like and a comment
Mm-hmm.
as well. That's probably in the future, in the near
Oh yeah.
future for
Oh
that
yeah.
though.
Oh yeah.
But it will see if you guys are interested, then we may do it. If not, then
It's
you
gonna be on
know.
the Patreon for the people who want to see it. Yes. But
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Today was just very simple. We just wanted to let y'all know what skills we offer and what value we want to bring towards your life.
Mm,
So let us know if you feel this video was valuable. If it was valuable, share it with your friends, your family, your mother, your cat, your dog, everybody. You know what I mean? Share it with the whole fam. But also to remember, everything that we say also is our opinion.
mm-hmm,
So you can formulate your own opinion on what we have or the resources. And like we said, if it is valuable, let us know. Because
mm-hmm.
we love to make sure that we're giving the value that you feel is necessary for you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna see y'all later.
Yeah.
Peace.